Hello, beautiful people. It's Earth Mother D back with another video. So today we are going to be doing a general reading. I don't have a specific theme or anything or a specific question, so I am just going to allow for the ancestors and spirit to tell me what they would like for me to relay to the collective. So we're going to start with the Secrets of the Ancestors. As usual, I love this deck so much. So much. I think out of all of my decks, I feel most connected to this deck and the OG Tarot deck. But okay. Ancestors, Spirit, what would you like for me to relay to the collective today? I ask that you will make the messages very clear, and I ask that you will protect me as I channel. Thank you very much. That was quick. Mm. So we have Creature of Earth, take charge. And immediately looking at this card, the thing that caught my attention is these two people down here planting seeds. Okay, so I'm not really going to read this whole description. I don't really feel called to. I just need to get a few things here so I can understand. Okay. Hmm. So definitely something about planting seeds for sure. And this card is another version of the Knight of Pentacles. Hmm. Okay, let's get some more. Should I pull from here or from? Hmm. Okay. What do you have? What do you have? Yeah, that was quick. Woo, woo. Clock and tea today. This says self sabotage. Ain't she fine? But still self sabotage. Oh, wee. Clock and tea today. Well, well, well. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. I think I am going to read the description for this one, though. Okay, so it says, I think her name is Ma'am Lambo, or yeah, Ma'am Lambo. She is the shadow of self sabotage. Okay, so it says shadow monster Ma'am Lambo is the brain sucking, snake like, water dwelling Zulu goddess of the rivers. You are holding yourself apart from your blessings. What ancient path are you trying to stuff down? I'm sorry, no. What ancient pain are you trying to stuff down, numb, ignore, or avoid? What does your self sabotage help you to avoid? Mm. It says your inner saboteur is clever. Seductive patterns of behavioral block your path and your power. Distractions, addictions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. Mm. Your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up, the part of you that is jealous, the anger you don't know what to do with, your stuck inner procrastinator, and your toxic relationship choices. Oh, okay. Stop terrorizing yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your chosen path. What inspired action can you take today? And the goddess declaration is, I have compassion for myself. Hmm. So I'm getting that these two cards, these are obviously two different energies, right? This person is taking charge, they're taking responsibility for their life, and they're moving ahead. They're planting their seeds, all of that, they're moving ahead. And this, she represents self sabotage and kind of dwelling in the darkness and just staying there instead of more so going through the darkness to get to where you want to be. She's kind of just staying there. Mm. So I'm getting you are in transition, and both of these cards are you or have been you. These are two different versions of you, and they have been at war with each other for a while now. Mm. Comfort is comfortable and it feels good in the moment, but it's keeping you stuck. And it's also distracting you from what you would need to see to actually break free from this energy and to move forward. Hmm. Okay, give me another card for this take charge card. Uh-oh. So we got the talking shit card. And although this card typically is talking about, that's funny. Although this card typically is talking about somebody else talking shit, what I got when I saw this card is like you being all talk but no walk. It's like your ancestors saying, okay, she said this, he said that, but they're not doing it. What's that one? I don't know what movie it is, but I know it's Taraji is the actor. And she's like, oh, you don't mean that shit. You don't mean that shit. You just saying that. You just, I'm going to see if I can find a clip and I'm going to try to put it in the video.
You don't mean that shit. You just running your mouth like you always do.
But this is pretty much them saying like you talking a lot, but you're not doing nothing about it. And this, like you just talking is also and kind of hyping yourself up. Like, obviously, it's good to hype yourself up, but like also for you, it has become like this form of avoidance, and it's become enough for you. Like you talk yourself up, but like you're supposed to talk yourself up so you can make this action. All you're doing is talking. You're talking yourself up. You get this rush of dopamine, and like that's good enough for you in the moment anyway. It feels good, and it makes you feel like you're doing something. But and even though you are, but you're only it's only half. You simply speaking positive affirmations over yourself, that's only half of the battle. Like you have to actually put action behind that too, which is what the affirmations is supposed to be helping you do. It's supposed to be motivating you to get up and take the action. It's supposed to be motivating you to actually take charge, to move forward, to plant the seeds. Yeah, they said stop talking and do. And they said when you do, they'll do, like they'll help you more. Your ancestors, your God, spirit, they'll do their part, but they say you first. Okay, so give me another one for this self-sabotage. Ooh, all right. Mm, okay. Wow. It's funny because this is something that I've come to realize myself, like a little while back though. My ancestors have been telling me this too, but I'm guessing now they want me to share it with you all. Okay, so to confirm the self-sabotage card, the hustling card came out. And this says, making it rain, focus on the bag, money is the mission. For some of you, hustling may, you may think that that's a good thing. And I wouldn't really say that it's a good thing. It's just, it's you being in survival mode. So it's helpful. It can get you out of a rut. It can get you what you need real quick. But it also kind of keeps you in this cycle of survival mode. So for you, this whole hustling mentality, which probably at one point in your life did help you a lot. It helped you to survive. It helped you to get to like the other side. But now it's not useful to you anymore. Picking up 1,000 shifts, having two, three jobs, like spending so much time making money. But it's like for some of y'all weren't even making enough. Like it's like you're spending all this time working to make money, but it's still not even enough. Okay. And then for those of you who where you're making a lot of money and it is enough, it's still in the way. Okay. And that really goes for both scenarios. It's time for you to operate in your purpose, and you operating in your purpose is going to make you money. But for you to be able to fully operate in your purpose, you have to let go of the hustling mindset. Because the hustling that you've been doing is also just another thing that you've been using to avoid whatever this is that you've been wanting to do or you've been saying you're going to do. Your old ways of hustling and working all these hours and having two jobs and doing Uber, whatever it is, where you're just spending so much time working At one point in your life, it was helping you to survive. It was giving you what you need. Now it is avoidance. And also, you're used to it. So it's comfortable. Okay? It's comfortable. What did this card say? This self-sabotage. It said it's comfortable. It said it's seductive. Like, like it draws you in. Like, it's not good for you, but it's like it's like, when somebody isn't good for you, but like the sex is good, right? And you may allow yourself to be seduced a few times before you realize, like, damn, I really got to leave this person alone, you know? So you got to leave hustling alone. You got to leave, whatever that may mean to you, okay? You have to leave that alone. And I feel like for some of you, you've known this for a while. But like, as I said before, you were so used to living life like that it's like automatic for you. Like you will automatically pick up that shift. You'll automatically work that second job, right? It's like you'll automatically center your whole life around working and making money. So this is new for you. So it's going to take you a while to adjust. And it may also require for some of you, this may not be the case for everybody, but for some of you, it may also require for you to live beneath your means for a while. And for some of y'all not used to that. So that's going to be hard. Um, Also, it's going to require for some of y'all to not save your money, but invest your money into whatever this is that you want to do or that you need to do. You probably were used to being able to spend your money however, but now it's like you need more control to get to this next step, to start this new, or for some of you it is new, for some of you it's not. You've been doing it for a while, but you haven't been able to fully commit to it because you were in this cycle of like hustling and making all this money. And then like for a lot of you, you would make all the money and then you would spend it all, and then you would go back and make it again. And so it was this cycle. And it's like, although yeah, you had the money and you were enjoying it, but also it was very miserable for you because you have to work so hard just to get it all back. It's like you have to sacrifice your mental well-being, your physical health, your spiritual health, just to live like that, right? There's no balance in that. It's actually very, very out of balance. Yeah, so for some of you, you're at the end of like the road with that way of living. You're not feeling it no more. Some of you, y'all don't even have the energy. Like realistically, you don't have the energy. Like you're thinking to yourself, yeah, I could do that, but I don't really want to because you're tired. Like you're exhausted. You've been in this cycle of like hustling and then spending money and then having to hustle to get it back. You've been in that for a minute. So you're drained. You're at this point where you're ready to give it up. And this video is confirmation that you should. It's time to give it up. And then for some of you, I also just received that you're already in the aftermath of this and you have less money, but then you're like, okay, I feel at peace. I feel like I can rest more. I feel like my life is more balanced. And you may be like questioning your journey, like, damn, did I make the right decision? Like, I don't know. Shit's a little tricky. But this is confirmation that you did. Hold on. It's good. It's getting better soon. It's getting better soon. Okay. Yeah, this needed to happen. And if it hasn't happened already, y'all need to make this decision because it's necessary for you to be able to like fully commit to whatever this is concerning your money, concerning your purpose. Like I said, for some of you, this is new. Like you just started it. And for some of you, you've already been doing it, but you haven't been able to commit to it to the way that you would like because of you trying to work all these hours at your job, trying to hold on to a lifestyle that no longer serves you, no matter how good it feels, but it costs a lot of money. And for some of you to move to the next step, it requires you to let go of that job, whatever it is that you was doing that was taking, it may have been making you a lot of money, but it was taking up a lot of your time. So you don't have the time to give to this, which is what you really want. The money that you're getting at, this job or whatever it is that you're doing currently for money, it's like this very temporary fix for you, right? The feeling of joy that you get, it comes and goes. It does not stay because it's not an internal thing, it's an external thing. But this, whatever this is internal. You would be happy doing this even if you wasn't making money off it. It just so happens that you are able to make a living off of this. Congratulations, you are very blessed. Hmm. Yeah, it's time to let go. And we're in the energy of the new moon right now too, so this is right on time. Right on time, babies. Right on time. The perfect time to start anew, to let go of the old and embrace the new, no matter how hard it is. Right on time. I don't know if there's anything else. Right on time, babies. Mm. Yeah, this new thing that you want to start or this thing that you've already been doing that you want to fully commit to requires you to get out of survival mode. And hustle culture is survival mode. It's just survival mode that has been made trendy. They put all this glitter on it, made it look all pretty, but it's still survival mode. Ain't shit pretty about it. It leaves you drained, unhappy, unhealthy mentally, physically, ungrounded spiritually. It makes you a machine. You are not a machine. You are a human being. And I just saw 444 for confirmation. You can have stability without hustle culture. You can leave that behind and be stable financially. You for sure gonna be stable mentally and emotionally speaking, and you're gonna be grounded spiritually. Because being in that type of lifestyle, it keeps you from that. It keeps you from being healthy and grounded in those ways. It really does. You are not meant to help sustain capitalism and hustle culture. You are meant to get out of that and find a better way. Okay, for yourself. If you have like a family, for your family. Also, for some of you, well, actually, no, all of you, because if you have people in your life, you're going to be sharing this with other people, and it's going to be motivating them to do um, the same thing. From some of you, I'm getting that you need to start growing your own food. Oh no, this is okay. This is hilarious because we were just talking about planting seeds. Okay. So they said plant seeds metaphorically and literally. Literally plant seeds. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's not meant for you to like be dependent on the system. Okay. The government, capitalism, hustle culture. It's meant to you, it's meant for you to step out and do something different. No matter how scary it is, no matter how hard it is. But this is a collective thing, okay? There's plenty of people other than you that have this same mindset that they want to be independent from the system, okay? So you will find other people to work with. You will find other people who will motivate you. You will motivate them. I know for some of you, you're thinking to yourself, like, damn, is this really possible? It is. It really is. It's really just like the first thing, like, which is something that I'm about to do for myself. Literally, the first step you could take to being more independent from the system is growing your own food. Literally, you could, if you have a house, you can grow it. If you have an apartment, you can still, like, there's ways that you can grow food in an apartment. Like, that's just one example. Okay. Yeah. A lot of y'all were hooked on hustle culture, capitalism, money. Like, y'all were making that shit like y'all whole identity. Like, I'm not this unless I have money. And money is a tool, but if it gets to a point where the pursuit of it is causing real harm to you and your loved ones, then you gotta figure something else out. You can still make money, but just not in that way. Yeah, it's an ego thing. What was I just talking about? You are more than money. You are more than material things. Nothing wrong with making money, having money. Nothing wrong with material things, enjoying material things. But when you start to say, okay, well, obviously you probably won't say this, but that's what's happening, whether you say it or not, or whether you're aware of it or not. Once it gets to this point where it's like, okay, this is my self worth. I don't feel confident. I don't feel secure without money. I don't feel like I'm good enough without a certain amount. That's when you have a problem. Where you have this mindset, oh, I need to marry somebody with money because, or I need to, let me rephrase that. Because there's nothing wrong with marrying somebody who has money. But if you are marrying somebody only because they have money, then you are the exact person that I'm talking about. See how it says marrying for money? Because you shouldn't be marrying somebody just for their money. You feel me? Like, that's not, yeah. And for some of you, like, you're still going to actually end up being rich, like financially speaking, money wise. Even if you're not necessarily shooting for that, it's because of whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to end up being abundant when it comes to money. But the point is, before you get to that point, to get rid of this idea that money is your self-worth. Money is your confidence. Money is the reason why you feel secure within yourself. You got to clear that out before you can get to this status. This says boss daddy, stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big dick energy. Of course, that's with women too. It's not just men. Because if you get to that point without essentially going through like this metamorphosis where you're no longer wearing money as like your confidence and your, you're no longer associating it with your self-worth. If you get the money before you do that, things are going to be very, very bad for you. People are going to be able to manipulate you. They're going to be able to, because they're going to see that, and it's going to be the wrong people. They're going to see that, and they're going to be able to use that for your destruction. Okay. So it's important that you clear that out now. And you're going to end up being very unhappy. Even if nobody's doing that, you're still going to end up being very unhappy. And for some of you, like, you're thinking that you need a certain amount of money to do this or to do that. But actually, you're actually being called to do whatever it is that you want to do with what you have currently, and also to show other people how to do that same thing. You'll be better off doing things that way instead of trying to wait. Because there's way more people who could relate to you right now without as much money than there are people who will be able to relate to you when you have more money. And there's also way more people that you can help right now, like mentally and emotionally speaking, spiritually speaking, with what you have right now. Obviously, yes, if you have money, you can help people as well. But right now, you can help people like on a much deeper level. If you're just giving somebody money, I mean, yes, that's helpful, but like you could make a powerful impact on somebody right now by giving to them, like emotionally speaking, spiritually speaking, touching them in that way. Yeah, a lot of you are like going through this, this big change, like the way that you view money and status and material things, like it's completely, that foundation you had when it comes to those, like the way you think when it comes to those things is being completely shattered. I mean, that building is coming down. You're literally having a tower moment. And you're going to have people around you, if you're not already experiencing this, they're going to try to clown you because you've decided to not associate your self-worth with money anymore, because those people are still stuck in that energy. If they cannot respect that this is who you are now, then you're being called to move away from them. Okay? That's how growth works. Sometimes you grow to an extent where you can't be around certain people anymore because they interfere with you continuing to grow. They don't support, they don't support who you are now, what you're becoming. So you gotta remove yourself. That's just how that go. Mm-hmm. What was I just saying? We have the Fool, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. This is you looking at money, material things, all of that completely different. The way that you view money, the way that you use money, like your whole foundation when it comes to money. That whole foundation that you had is done now. It's gone because it wasn't serving you. It was actually very, very bad for you. And you may feel pretty unstable right now. You may feel like you don't have much right now. You just have your one wand, but eventually you will become stable again. You will build a new foundation, but it'll be stronger. No one will be able to shake it, and it'll actually be good for you. You'll be happy and healthy. Okay? You got it. You got it. You got it. All right. I think I'm gonna pull one more card and then that's it. I believe that is the reading. That is all. For some of you, whatever this is, this new thing that you're embarking on or that you've already been doing, um, is something to do with spirituality. Okay, I just heard your purpose is highly spiritual. So, because your purpose is highly spiritual, you cannot participate in capitalism. You cannot stay within hustle culture. You have to let all of that go. You are a trailblazer. There we go. All right. That is all I have for you. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you would like a personal reading, you can click the link below. That's also another thing that I did not tell you all. Well, I announced it on my social media, but I have a booking site now. I have a booking site now. So you don't have to text me no more, none of that. Now just click on the little link below and book your reading. I look forward to serving you all. So hit me up. See y'all next week.